You ready?
I'm ready. I'm sweaty, but I'm ready.
Kate, we're gonna put that on a shirt.
Yes, I'm
Just to
sweaty,
make it,
but I'm ready.
just to make it official. Okay.
We're a mess. I'm a mess.
Hi, Kate.
What's up, Becca? I'm sweaty, but I'm ready.
I'm so happy to see you.
I'm so
And
happy to see you.
I can't wait to hear if you did your homework and if you had your shit together this past week.
Oh shit, what was my homework?
I'm so relieved that you forgot.
Girl, I was so busy trying to get my 11-year-old's 6th grade math homework done this week.
You definitely needed our homework then. You should do it this weekend to like de-stress from that, because it was an experimental art project. You were talking about using coffee to paint.
Oh, I'm so excited to do that now. Yay.
So glad to give you a good assignment.
I'm so excited that I have a fun, like, because I have the boys this weekend, so I really didn't plan anything.
Uh-huh.
Chilling with the homies.
That's the best kind of weekend to have.
Yeah, so oh, Sammy will like that. Sammy likes coffee. Isaac doesn't like even the smell of it, and Sammy's like, can I have some of your coffee? Can we go to Starbucks? Can I get a special coffee beverage? I'm like, why are you 85?
That's a true story, and I witnessed it.
Yes. Yes, you did. Did you see my post of what he asked me this week?
I did not. Tell us.
Okay, my baby boy. Okay, so y'all know the struggle. But like, I had surgery. I couldn't work for 6 weeks, and like now I'm trying to catch back up with stuff and like tap every resource. And anyway, so Sammy, the computer for doing bills is in the kitchen because we also watch Adventure Time on it during dinner.
You do your bills on a computer?
Yeah, man.
Damn, you got your shit together.
Yes. Yes, I do. That's correct.
Maybe I can give you a part-time job.
What?
Maybe I can give you a part-time job doing my bills on your computer with my money, and then you can have a little more money flowing your way.
I am totally open to receive that. It's just so easy. I just get on, click. Can't pay that one right now. Click. I can't pay that one. I can pay this one. So
you already know my password to everything. It's the same one we use for all the podcast stuff.
Well, that makes it easy. I'll do it right now.
Steal my identity whenever you want.
I've always wanted your hair my whole life. So if that's as close as I'm gonna get, then But so Sammy saw me paying a bill. I was just paying the AT&T bill, like for the internet or something. It wasn't a lot. It was like 2 digits compared to other bills. It was not a lot.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, Mom, that's a lot. Do you need financial support?"
Oh my God, she's so cute. Oh my
financial
God,
support, right? Because his dad pays him an allowance. I don't know what for, but for existing, I guess. That's fine.
Off the pole, maybe.
Right? Yes. So like, and I was like, no, it's okay, honey. I got this. I'm catching up on my bills because I knew he was going to try to offer me money or something. Bless my baby boy. And so I was like, no, I got it. I'm catching up. There's a time when I was having a struggle, but I'm catching up. He's like, do you need emotional support?
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh. He is so sweet.
And I just had to have this moment where I was like, don't cry. I could always use emotional support, baby boy. And he got on my lap and gave me a snuggle. And like, and that was just, okay, I just have to have one more empathy story from Sammy because he's done 2 empathetic things this week. And I am like, yes, okay. My Sheldon Cooper is developing empathy. So Tuesday, I hadn't been to power yoga in like a week and a half. And I was like, I have got to get there today. I have got to. And I was supposed to get Sammy to school early so that he could catch up on some stuff. The first month of school is just garbage. I don't know why we're stressing about grades anyway. Fail everything the first month. It's fine. It's fine. I don't give two farts. It's fine. I say that, but that's where I am now. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. We are all done stressing over homework every night. But so I was stressing. I was trying to get Sam out the door. My boy is a delay fish. And that's really saying something because my friends call it Kate o'clock when I show up anywhere. Okay. So that's really saying something, just to set the bar where it really, really is. But we did not get out the door on time to like get him to school early. And we're just getting out the door when the bus goes by our house. And I'm like,
fabulous.
Awesome. And like the bus picks him up.
That used to happen to you all the time. Yeah.
And I would run after the bus and like cut through neighborhoods. And then if I still missed it, I would walk to school because my mom was like, I'm not driving yet. Like,
and just for those millennials out there who want to know about us walking uphill both ways with no shoes on in the snow, it was 3 miles to Catonsville High School from where you and I lived. A little further for you. Yeah.
Yeah. About three-ish miles. Yeah.
I did that walk more than once.
Yeah, there were a lot of sidewalks though. Not all of them, but there were plenty. There were plenty of sidewalks. Anyways, so we missed the bus and I'm like, that's it. There is no way that leaving at 8:30, I can get you to school and then get to hot power yoga when it starts at 9 o'clock. And I was already dressed. I was like dressed in yoga clothes. I had made his lunch. I'd made his breakfast 10 minutes before he even got to the table. Like I had been on it, sort of. And like, so I had a meltdown. I'm like, I'll be in the car. And I was in the car and I was like, I just really wanted to get to hot. Like, okay, I wasn't being that dramatic, but I was like, dialed that down by 40%. I was still being dramatic. I was like,
because in your brain, that's what it was.
Because in my brain, it was that kind of level of like I'm trying to do something for myself because that's, this is self-care. And I can't get it, and so I was having a little bit of a meltdown. And we get to the first light out of the neighborhood, and Sam reaches through the seats and just puts his hand on my arm.
Oh,
he doesn't say a word. He just puts his hand on my arm with a little bit of a pat, just a little bit of soothing caress. And I'm like,
he gave you emotional support.
Right? And like this is earlier the week before the, emotional support.
That's a really big deal for him.
There's even more because he's like putting his hand on me and soothing me. And I'm like, part of me is like ashamed that he had to see me be all emotional. And then I'm like, but he's showing empathy. So no regrets.
Yeah, that's huge. That's such an important skill for him to learn.
It's so huge. It's so huge. And, if he's doing this with me, then hopefully this will expand to other humans. Yes, he calls other people humans, but
I need to send that Martian a message soon. I haven't sent him a message yet this month.
I have to encourage him to send one back to you. I think he'd like to. Oh, that's right. He wants to do collages this weekend. We probably will. So he put, so I was like, Sam, thank you, sweetheart. That physical touch really helped to soothe my feelings. And I feel a little bit better now. And you can put on your music if you want to, because he has a playlist he likes to play. If I'm driving him to school, he will play the same songs every morning.
It's his driving to school playlist, Kate. It's the soundtrack of the driving to school drive.
There are 35 songs on that list, and we hear the same 3 or 4. The fifth one might be a mix-up, but like we hear All Star, Rasputin, and now he knows how to rickroll me, and he insisted on putting that on the list. So he'll try to sneak in a rickroll, and I'm like, I will destroy you.
That's his get pumped mix.
It is his get pumped mix, and he also has that one song by that scientist. I forget what it's anyway.
You should get him. You should get
the
him
Glorious Dawn one. It's great. But
see if you can get him to add "Shot Through the Heart."
Yes, that's what we need is a power ballad. He loves he loves disco and He had like his dad tried to like be cool and introduce him to the Beatles once, and Sammy scrolling through the list of songs, he's like, I have some of these. That's from the White Album. And Aaron was like, how do you know about the White Album? It's like we have Obla Di Obla Da on his mix, and like he reads and memorizes where it's from. I didn't tell him it's the White Album, it's the Beatles. Anyway, so I hand him the phone, like he already had the phone, and like he didn't play one of his favorite songs. He put on Jump in the Line by Harry Belafonte, because he knows that's I can't not dance to it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What a sweet little guy.
He knew that was one of my favorite songs, and he put that on to cheer me up.
Kate, no matter what else went on this week, you had your shit together because you have raised an amazing human being. And like, I don't know if we've said it yet on this podcast or not. I think we have, but he has autism spectrum disorder, right?
Yep.
This is huge. This is huge. This is like a neurotypical kid climbing Mount Everest by themselves. This is huge. I'm so proud of him. And I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you and him. And you guys should be proud of yourselves too.
I will accept your praise. I have the faintest idea how I had anything to do with it, but I'll accept the praise anyway, because I was present when it happened.
You don't have any idea how you had anything to do with it. You're one of the most emotionally intelligent people I know. And you're passing that on to your son, who does not come by it naturally.
He doesn't, bless him.
And
he's sensitive, but not to other people generally. But this
well,
is
that's
amazing.
how it works. That's how it works.
Yeah.
By the way, love your Gibson girl hairstyle today.
This is how I dry my hair. My blow dryer broke a few months ago, and I'm like, you know what? My hair doesn't need any more damage anyway. So I like put half of it down and just like let it air dry and keep the rest of it up Gibson girl style, because it gives them more body.
Nice. Well, you know me, I've been air drying since 1990 with these luscious pain in the ass curls, because anything else just makes it a frizzy fro.
You would like show up to the bus stop with your beautiful curls frozen.
Yeah, that wasn't so good.
You like stick pencils in there. And I'm so envious because you could do like the perfect Gibson girl with the tendrils, you know.
Well, yeah. It has its benefits, I guess. Anyway, yes, good job having your shit together this week.
Thank you. How about you, Becca? Did you have your shit together this week?
Oh, well, one more thing before we move on to me.
Oh, yes.
I will definitely answer that question. How was your mood this week?
Better.
Good.
Yeah, I have alarms set on my phone to remind myself to take my supplements, hydrate, and move. I probably need more than one alarm. But having one alarm has been helpful. There have been moments where I have caught myself like just kind of like powering down sort of. And I'm like, wait, I know what to do. I'm going to do it too. Here we go. I'm going to do it. Here we go. And like at least 60% of the time I do it. And like the other 40, look at me mathing. The 40% of the time, a cat will jump on me and be like, you'll need to try so hard right now. You need to listen to me purr. I'm like, you know what? You're right. Let's do a little self-care.
I love it.
Because my cats are just empaths for real. Like they'll know when I'm feeling kind of, you know, and they'll come in and get on me and just be like, it sounds intimidating.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful.
No, cats are.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Did I have my shit together this week? All right. Yes, I had my shit together this week. First, I'm going to start with telling you about the homework, which technically I cheated because I just did my nails, which
that's still art.
Right. It is art. And I'm going to an Alice in Wonderland experience tomorrow, which is like the city of Frederick, Maryland is going to be turned into a giant outdoor escape room. Alice in Wonderland themed. Oh, I wish you could come with me. You're the only person I've talked to about it besides Manny, my friend, not Manny, my brother, is the only other person who seems like excited about it. Like back in January or last November when I bought the tickets. The kids were excited. My brother and his wife were excited. My friend Mary was excited. Like I had more, like my ticket can do up to 6 people. And I had more than 6 people who wanted to come. Tomorrow I have me and Manny, and that's it. But that's fine. We're going to have a blast. It's going to be fine. I wish you could just
wait, I'll go.
Oh, hi, Jessica. I didn't even know you were here.
Jessica,
I came in at the right moment. I want to go.
Awesome. All right.
go for me. Take all the pictures. Wear a hat.
All right. So my art homework was I did Alice in Wonderland nails. I don't know if you can see.
Beautiful.
I did like little blue with white, like her dress with the collar. My lighting is horrible. And then I did like the Queen of Hearts, and I did like the checkerboard. And the reason that this was experimental art is because I only ever use one Color Street package at a time because I'm afraid to experiment, right? I mean, the craziest I get is I might put a clear overlay over top of a color, a solid color. And then B, when I looked up on like Pinterest, Mixed Manny Color Street Alice in Wonderland, which anytime you put Mixed Manny Color Street and any theme into Pinterest, you get a ton of ideas, right? Not one person has done an Alice in Wonderland Mixed Manny with Color Street yet. So I had to make it up myself, which I'm not very good at that kind of art. So my homework is done. There you go.
So excited, and you need to show me what you're gonna wear later.
I don't really think I have that, but we'll see. But anyway, so secondly, I did okay with work. I feel a little under pressure to probably work until like 8 p.m. tonight to get a ton of stuff done that I feel like I dragged my feet on. There's this hilarious video that I think I sent you. No, I sent it to Jenny Timmel. About, I'm going to send it to you. It's about deadline mode. And it's like this.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen
I don't know if I've seen the video, but like
the stick
deadline
figure
mode.
talking to his brain, and he's like, the deadline approaches.
Yes.
Yes, the deadline approaches. Engage deadline mode. Getting the stuff done. Yeah, I need that to happen today. And then I will officially have my shit together. But I did eat some vegetables and fruit. I didn't exercise yet this week, but I started using my Fabulous app again to listen to the morning coaching. I did that like 3 days out of 5. And I cleaned the kitchen. Like I organized an entire cabinet. I threw out a bunch of disgusting food from the refrigerator. Not all of it, but most of it. The stuff that like needed to be washed in Tupperwares, I shoved a couple of those to the back because I'm sorry, I'm really bad at housework and I hate dealing with that. And maybe I'll
Did
just
someone get a hyper focus this week?
Well, no, it was less of a hyper focus, and it was more of like Emmett looks like he's been having a bad week, and I want to do something kind for him. And he likes it when the house is clean. So like I didn't just do the dishes. I wiped down the counters. I swept the main part of the floor and mopped it. I straightened up the living room and swept up the cat fur and lit a nice candle and made him dinner. So when he came home from work, like I that actually sounds a little dysfunctional. Like I'm his housewife, but he's a good kid and he helps around the house and he's not
Sometimes
the mess maker.
Fired by the people we love.
Right. Yeah. I can do for him what I couldn't do for myself. And then I benefit from it. Because when I woke up this morning, it was really nice to wake up to a nice house. So long story short, I have my shit together this week.
Yay.
I had 3 things I wanted to talk about though. I'm gonna scrap the one because our guest is here and her time is precious. But I really want to read something to you that I heard on Fabulous this week that I think that you and Frank and our guest and all of our listeners will enjoy. And it is a quote by William James. And it says, it's really short. It says, William James wrote, to change one's life, start immediately, do it flamboyantly, no exceptions. So this week, let us start immediately and do it flamboyantly. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with that freaking word.
Well, now I want to say it that way, flamboyant.
It's like I want to put extra syllables in it. All right. So without further ado, I would like to introduce our guest this week, who a little backstory. She and I were friends in high school. We didn't see each other from the time I was like 19. Like I think when I got pregnant with River and I just stopped going out and just became like a mommy. I think that's when I stopped. I don't know. I think that's around the time when we like lost touch. And then I'm living in this house as a renter. And I've had really fun neighbors on the other side of this wall right here to my right. And each neighbor gets progressively more quote unquote fun, meaning like, should I call the cops?
Interesting.
The boys are sleeping with knives under their pillows. Should I let the landlord know? Yeah. That's anxiety. It wasn't really that bad, but they had a lot of anxiety with what they were hearing through the walls. The cops are coming a lot. So the landlord, when I finally reached out to him, I'd lived here for a long time and I'd never reached out to him about a neighbor. And for context, there's 4 people who live on our street. And I live in house 2 of 4. And the woman who lives in, and like 1 and 2 are attached as duplexes and 3 and 4 are attached as duplexes. One landlord owns 1 and 2, another one owns 3 and 4. They talk to each other. The neighbor who lives in 4 of 4, she complains about her neighbors all the time to the point that her landlord lets her pick the tenant who lives on the other side of the wall from her, right? I have never complained about the person who lives on the other side of me, but number 4 complains about them to her landlord and asks her landlord to complain to my landlord all the time. So when I finally reached out to my landlord, he knew it was bad. He knew it was bad because I contacted him. He apologized profusely and told me he knew what was going on. He was handling the situation. Here was his plan. And when he started interviewing people for the next set of tenants, he wanted me to give him like weigh in and let him know who I thought he should pick. He wasn't able to do that. But he said to me one day, he was outside working on that house, and he said to me, I want to let you know, I didn't have a chance to run this tenant by you, but I think you're really going to like her. She's a single mom like you. She's a nurse. She has 3 kids. She's about your age. I think you're really going to like her. So a week later, this person comes to see the house that she's going to move into. And I walk outside to say hi. And it's my friend Jessica from high school, who I haven't seen since I was 19 years old.
That Jessica. Oh my God. Hi.
And now we share a wall. We like share a life. Like, I don't need a spouse because we are like each other's spouses. I mean, we feed each other. We do each other's landscaping. We watch each other's kids. We back each other up on everything. We talk over tough decisions. It is the most wonderful thing that ever happened to me. And
yes, you are like the best neighbor. You're the best neighbor I've ever had, honestly. Like, you're the whole reason I moved to this house. There's no other reason. Just you.
So without further ado, here is my other half, Jessica.
Hi, I'm sorry I'm on video. You didn't send me a video link, just the phone, and which is good because I don't look good.
Oh, well, okay. I doubt that. I highly doubt that. You always look beautiful, but okay. So Jessica,
so I had a virtual job interview this morning, and I took too much anxiety medicine, so I'm like super like chill over here.
Nice.
Well, at least you're not anxious. That's important.
And by anxiety medication, do you mean like prescribed or like natural? Yeah.
I'm talking the all natural variety.
Yeah. I figured.
For you. Way to be natural.
Yeah. Thanks. Mother Earth over here.
Stony baloney, as Kate would say.
Stony.
So Jessica, I don't know if you know the format of the podcast, but we ask you, did you have your shit together this week? And then we ask you, when you were growing up, did your parents give you a message about what it meant to have your shit together? What was that message? And what is your belief now that you're an adult? Like, did your belief change? What is your belief now that is the definition of having one's shit together? And lastly, do you have your shit together by either definition? Go.
Oh, wow. Wait, can you start over? What was the first question?
Absolutely.
One point at a time.
Did you have your shit together this week? Let's start easy.
Oh, no. Most weeks I don't have my shit together. That's the abbreviated answer. No.
I find that really hard to believe.
But what fun is it having your shit together? Those people aren't fun.
True. But like, I saw it in your house last night and it is immaculate. So by one definition, you had your shit together.
If you're going by whether my house is clean or not, then yes, because I'm OCD and type A and I can't not clean. It's really, honestly, and it sounds like such a horrible problem to have, but I literally sometimes wish I could just sit still. Like, I can't, and so I'm always cleaning. So yes, my house is clean.
Also, on Tuesday night, you made me an amazing steak quesadilla. It was the most delicious dinner I had all week.
That's true, but not to be outdone from the homemade Mexican pizza that I made last week, because
oh my gosh, yeah,
that thing was so good that I can't stop thinking about it, and I'm definitely going to have them again. Yeah, hopefully soon.
I'm moving in.
You should join our tribe, Kate. I really
should.
think that you and
You
Ray
should
should
move
buy
in.
house 3 and 4 on the street. It would be
I
perfect.
absolutely love that.
Okay.
Yes, can we get rid of? Does that mean we could get rid of neighbors 3 and 4? Because I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, absolutely. 4
Yeah.
has grown on me. She has really grown on me, but Kate would be a much better neighbor than her and than she. And yeah, neighbor 3. Well, we could do a whole 20 episode podcast on neighbor 3.
So have you been talking to her? I guess we'll talk offline about that. But I didn't realize that you had become friendly with neighbor 4.
Oh, not friendly. We've become friendly
But
in the
just
way
better.
that
She's
neighbors
better.
in passing might say hi, how are you?
Oh,
Oh
got
wait,
it.
is
About
neighbor
Yeah.
is the neighbor that shall not be named? Is that the one that's like cuckoo crazy town?
Yeah, the neighbor that shall not be named, yes, is the one that we could do an entire 20 episode podcast on. Yeah, just
Sounds very
Mhm.
entertaining.
Mhm.
yeah.
She is
but-
entertaining. We have a lot of good stories. A lot of good stories.
Yeah. We can talk about that later. But yeah, Frank's dog delivered a nice present to their yard, and it was the best thing that ever happened because part of the drama was her animals delivering presents to my yard.
Aww.
And her saying it wasn't
Fine.
them. Yeah. Okay. This is
Yeah.
not a podcast about she who shall not be
So
named.
sorry.
This is-
Back to the questions. Do I have my shit together this week? I would have to say somewhere between yes and no.
Okay.
Is that a cop out?
No, that's
That's the average answer.
yeah, and that's your.
I
you
mean,
know,
my kids started school. My other kids started dance class, and it's just been and I had a job interview. It's just been a hectic week. But my job is very stressful. So, but I would say I've moderately had my shit together.
I would say you remind me of one of those plate spinners. The people with the plates on the poles, and they keep them spinning, and if they
Yes.
stop spinning, they'll fall down and break. That's you. And I.
Yes, that absolutely is a metaphor for my life. If you then gave the plate spinner diarrhea 24/7, that would be me.
And put lasagna on each of the plates.
Yes,
That's why whenever I can, I'm like, I'm not really good at spinning plates, but I'll hold them for you.
Right, so somewhere spinning plates, but clenching your butt cheek together really tightly. That'd be about, yeah.
I'm pretty
Good
sure that's
metaphor
what
for
they
my
do
life.
anyway, but with extra urgency
Yeah.
on your.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So when you were growing
What was
up,
the second question?
yeah, when you were growing up, what did your parents convey to you was the definition of having one's shit together? Or did they even give you any idea what that meant at all?
Well, I mean, we could do an entire series of podcasts on my family life growing up, but so
Same.
I mean, I don't think my mom ever had her shit together, so I don't think that and I never really had a dad, so we'll just say my mom, but I don't think that she ever really had her shit together. So, and unfortunately, I didn't really learn anything about managing my own shit until probably late 20s, early 30s because of that. So I would say she gave me no advice. So I'm sorry, it doesn't really fit the narrative of your story, but she had a lot of issues, mental health issues, and teaching me how to keep my shit together was not a top priority, unfortunately.
Well, no,
but I'm okay. I'm all right.
sometimes that's the story, right? Sometimes the story is that the lack of a good example informed what it means to you now.
True. Very true.
So what does it mean to you now? What do you think is the definition now of having one's shit together?
Like I'm still in the job interview. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like anybody ever has their shit completely together. So it's hard for me to make a definition. I guess if you're managing everything and you're not laying in bed all day, feeling sorry for yourself.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's having your shit together, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's whatever you say it is. That's the point of it. Yeah. I think probably you're one of those people that doesn't give yourself enough credit for all that you do, and you probably just see the stuff that you don't do.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
I mean, you're keeping a lot together with very little support. You've got 3 kids in 3 different schools. You're working multiple jobs.
No, I've got 2 schools now. This
Oh, that's right.
Now I've just got a high school and an elementary. That's it. No more middle school for a little while.
Doesn't that sound beautiful? Oh my God.
It is. It's amazing.
My 2 kids this year started schools right next to each other.
Oh, nice.
Instead of one that's 20 minutes away and one that's 10 minutes away, they're both 10 minutes away. And one of them takes a bus.
Fabulous.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's been a real struggle, Jess, right? Especially once the pandemic hit, trying to find like care for your youngest while you were trying to like earn a living.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm the whole nursing thing. It's not like I could stay home, and I didn't really have anybody else. So at one point, I put her in a daycare that was getting them onto the computer virtually, but it was all the way down in Baltimore County, so they didn't have they weren't able to help her. So yeah, kindergarten was rough for her.
Oh baby.
Kindergarten and pre-K were rough for her.
So
that's okay.
I think one bit of proof that you do have your shit together is how great she is, because she went to kindergarten in 2020, September of 2020, and did virtual kindergarten. And then she did like this weird first grade stuff. And, she is amazing. She's so smart. She hasn't missed a beat. She's so resilient and she's happy. And like last night, Jessica and I were talking, and she's just running around the house, timing herself to see how fast it takes her to run around the house. And if she can make her time better. I mean, she's awesome. She's just an awesome kid. And I think that's proof that you definitely have your shit together.
Great.
And
thanks.
especially,
I'm glad you think so.
Especially biologically, because you make gorgeous children.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Genetically, you have your shit together.
Apparently, my egg plus douchebag sperm equals cute child. That's the formula.
That happens so frequently.
All right.
The douchebags make the best kids, the best looking kids.
So speaking of douchebags, I know you've been doing some online dating, and that's been sort of a running theme on the podcast. Tell us about
online dating.
I really wish that we could come up collectively with a website that critiques, you remember the show with the robot where they would watch old movies and they'd make fun of the movie? Remember,
yes.
Help me out
Mystery
here.
Science Theater 3000.
Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah.
We should do like a Mystery Science Theater 2000 spoof where we critique these online dating profiles.
Yes.
Oh my God, yes.
I literally weed through so many abysmal profiles where I'm literally like, I get maybe one picture of your cat. I get one picture, but like 4 pictures of your cat. Like, do you have a cat business? Like, maybe then I want to see all the cats,
And why are so many of them holding dead fish?
What is with the dead animals? Why?
Because I really think that the fishing, something about fishing and holding a fish, like, makes your penis bigger somehow. I don't know.
Because they can't show their penises on most of those sites. Most of them, all the ones I was on anyway, no penis pictures, but fish.
The fish is the stand-in for the penis. Okay.
So
I see.
It's a stand-in for the penis. Yeah.
There we go.
I matched with one guy, and actually he messaged me yesterday, who took a picture of fish laying on ice in the case at the supermarket, and in his little description wrote, "Here's your picture of a dead fish."
No, he didn't. See, I like that. I like that.
Okay. Hilarious.
Okay. A little bit of wit. That would pique my interest a
but
little bit.
I had a guy a couple months ago, and his main picture, he was in a hospital bed wearing a hospital gown, was his main picture.
Wow.
Like, that's your best picture? Maybe he's looking for a kidney? I don't know. I mean,
I've had guys, their main picture is their kid in a messy room. Yeah.
That seems very sketchy.
I mean, I don't.
I think they don't know how the Facebook dating app works, and it just it selects pictures for you, and I think they just don't even notice what picture was selected.
Yeah. Also, like the I'm a grammar snob, so the incorrect use of there, and there, and that's an instant no for me.
Yep.
And or some obvious spelling error that you did you not even proofread? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, if
this
they
is
have
why none of them work for me.
errors in their profile write up, I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Not even sorry.
So,
but
in your adventures in dating, you've had you found multiple guys that have each have one good thing, right?
Oh yes, we talked about this, about how we should come up with if I wish I could put all the good qualities of the men and beam them into one superhero, like that cartoon with the kids that wore the rings, and the rings all came together to make some sort of bionic person. Sadie, do you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Whatever
Form
that
of can fix things in the house. Form of
Yeah,
not
like
married.
penis work. Penis
Form of
works.
if it gets
Yeah,
hard.
is. Form of not
Right.
currently cohabitating with their wife.
right. Doesn't smoke crack. Right, right.
Knows how to fix the toilet seat after using it so that other people can use it.
Yes, all of those things.
So are you currently seeing anyone? Is there anyone new in your life?
No, not really. You
All
know,
right. Well,
just
we
the
have to
same old.
find you. That's going to be our homework this week, Kate. We need to find someone
All
for
right.
Jessica. She deserves a
Not from a
really
dating
good guy.
So
My criteria is pretty low at this point. I mean, I don't know, full-time
I
job and all
hear
your
you.
keys, basically.
I made a
Yeah.
goal of getting 5 dates and then I could just delete all my profiles. And I just made my 5 dates like 2 weeks ago and I'm so happy. Like I'm
Are
gonna
you
go join
deleting
an
all your
improv
profiles
class
now?
instead.
Yes, an
Huh?
improv class would be so fun. That's where you should go to meet. That's what we should do. We should just
Right?
start doing more things independently in group settings. Like I should join a
Yeah.
hiking group or something, or I should start going
Yes.
to CrossFit or necessarily anything like that. But you know,
Yeah.
and
Of
just
my
forget
5
it. Forget
dates, one of them
speaking.
is a hiking buddy now. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
thank you. I thought about myself.
I'm not going to do that though, because I like my couch and I like staying inside
I
my
get that.
house and I
totally
hate
get that.
meeting people.
Yeah, I get that too, though. I see that side of it for sure.
Jessica's always going out and doing amazing fun things. She acts like she doesn't have her shit together, but she's always going to baseball games or going to the beach or like she's always doing fun shit, happy hours. And she's got all these friends and I'm sitting there on my couch like, oh, my car's still in the driveway. It hasn't left in a week. I have no light.
But I mean, if that's what you like, and honestly, most of the time I just get out. The only way I can get out is to just go do something. Like I don't have the ability. If my kids were older and they weren't here and I could just chill on my couch, you're damn straight I'd be doing that a lot more, honestly. I just can't.
True. Well, thank you for jumping in and talking with us today about
Sorry I was late. You know, I wasn't gonna get on, but I thought Becca does so much for me. I can get on her podcast for a little bit and embarrass myself. I don't mind.
I was late too.
Don't worry, Jessica. No one listens to and or watches this. We were just whispering into
Well,
the
not
phone.
anymore. Now that I've been on your show, you're gonna at least get three more listeners probably.
Nice. Well, thank you. I think that like triples our listening audience.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Actually,
You're welcome.
somebody I met on Facebook dating watched it last week. Hi, Bear.
Oh, cool. Very cool. Hi, Bear. We have a new viewer.
Hi,
Let's
Derek.
shout out to Bear.
It's Bear.
We should like ring a bell every time we get a new listener/viewer. All right.
Great idea.
Well,
No, you should get like one of those toys that like one of those horns.
yes,
Those horns that like, you know,
an air horn.
a honky horn.
Yeah.
A honky horn sounds like something completely different than what you mean.
That sound always sounds like the sound that boobs should make. Like,
Yes.
or ooga.
Oh, all right. Well, I know that you two both have a lot of work to do. Keeping your shit together is awesome, kick-ass single mom. So I think we should end it here. And Jess, I'll talk to you
All right.
tomorrow. And until next week,
Okay.
get together.
Bye,
Keep your shit
guys.
together.
Cool. You ready?
I'm ready. Sweaty, but I'm ready.